Hi, my name is Sierra Inquilati, and I did my paper on whether or not Louisville should invest in an NBA franchise. Kentucky is known for their love for college basketball, and the state is subdivided into Cards Nation and Cats Nation. So, with their unconditional love for basketball, there's been talk about bringing an NBA team to Louisville. But the question is, should they actually bring one to Louisville? For Louisville to be considered for an NBA team, they have to meet certain economic aspects. First off, they have to have a lot of money. More specifically, they have to have $1 billion. They're also a concern that Louisville's economy would not be able to support an NBA team. Right now, fans are willing to pay $50 to watch the Cards play at the Yum Center, but there's question if they'd be willing to pay more for a professional game. Also, pro seasons are longer, so there's a question if they'd be willing to pay for tickets for a longer amount of time. Louisville's in a really good location because they aren't very close to other NBA teams. The closest team is the Pacers, and they're likely to take some of the revenue from the Pacers. Um, Another big thing for an NBA team to be brought to Louisville is an arena to play in, and they have actually two eligible arenas per se. The first place is the Yum Center, and the Yum Center is perfect, but they have a contract with Louisville, which makes it really hard for an NBA team to profit because they have a kind of a thing about the boxes, so it'd be really hard for an NBA team to make the profits because Louisville wouldn't let them basically rent out and use the boxes to make profits with. Freedom Hall is another location, but they would have to renovate it so much that it would cost way too much for the city of Louisville, so it probably wouldn't be the most economic aspect. There are positive externalities for bringing a NBA franchise to Louisville. It would increase the potential of net exports and generate new spending by bringing foreigners to the city. Firms around the arena that they play in could also see an increase in business. Households in the city could see an increase in utility from watching their team play at home, and they also could see an increase in utility because they have a team in the city, so they could travel to an arena and see them play instead of traveling hours away to the Pacers, the closest NBA team, to see that team play. And the government could benefit from the subsidies for the NBA team. There are also negative externalities that come with this NBA team. Leakages could occur because a lot of the players probably won't stay in Louisville. It's not a super big city, so they probably travel elsewhere. Firms might only see an increase in their businesses for only so long, like the honeymoon phase of the NBA team. So after about 10 years, they might see a decrease in their businesses again. The team actually could deter spending in the city because of the congestion the team might actually bring. There also could be an increase in traffic, population, crime, and noise and pollution in the city. And with this increase in crime and traffic, government would have to spend more on emergency services to kind of regulate these things. So in conclusion, I do not think that there should be an NBA team brought to Louisville. I think the negative externalities outweigh the positive externalities. The NBA team would not generate enough new spending to really benefit Louisville, as would something else that comes into the city could really help the city. So I think that if you bring it, a big opportunity cost would be bringing something else that could really help the city generate new spending. So I do not think that Louisville should bring an